our community awareness project, Project DNA. We've seen many people deal with mental health issues, and we wanted to raise community awareness because it isn't normalized, which is something that needs to change in order to make society a safer place.
Mental health is a topic that each individual face around the world, and yet it is overlooked and has a stigma that society brought through stereotypes. Because we have this stigma in our society, it prevents people from talking about their mental health with others.
In the University of Phoenix, they did a study where they found that 3 out of 10 people felt social stigma was in the way of getting the proper care. This comes to show that because of the stigma that society brings, it creates a barrier of talking about mental health and creates tension and discomfort.
The stigma originated from prejudices and influences through social media, including the news and movies. Due to this buildup of stigma in our society, it holds people back from receiving help because of the fears that they will get discriminated against, disowned, or even thought of differently. This environment we have creates a barrier towards receiving the proper treatment and making the whole situation worse.
Our goal is to end the silence towards mental health and bring awareness towards the stigmas against mental health, which is exactly what we focused on throughout this entire project. There are banners, flyers, websites, and social media sites.
For our first project, we created a website that informed people of the stigmas of mental health, provided hotlines, resources for those that need help, resources on how to help, and provided symptoms of mental illnesses. This project got 180 interactions.
For our second project, we made an Instagram that informed people about the stigmas of mental health and the actions needed to be taken to eliminate these stigmas, and it also advised towards those who wanted help that are suffering. Our Instagram received approximately 2,508 interactions, with many sharing and viewing these posts. This project was approved effectively as many would interact.
For our third project, we created a TikTok that reached out a variety of people in our attended audience. Since it was one of the biggest projects we created, we had over 7,000 interactions. We created many TikToks addressing the stigmas of mental health and information to help people navigate our website that contains all the research we gathered by making relatable content that allowed people to feel like part of this community.
For our fourth project, we decided to create a Twitter account. This Twitter account would also focus on spreading awareness through recognizing the mental health stigmas present and actions needed to eliminate these stigmas. Given more time, we would have expanded our Twitter account even more and try to join and evoke conversations towards others about their experiences with the stigma of mental health.
For our fifth project, we created a poster which provided statistics on the state of mental health in the world, such as research shows that more than half of 13 to 18-year-olds with severe problems have never been treated. We also provided awareness on the misconceptions of mental health and advice on how to deal with the stigma. Due to COVID, we were unable to post these posters in person or go out publicly, but we were able to show these posters to our peers on Zoom to spread awareness about mental health. This project got 30 interactions.
For our sixth project, we made flyers and brochures that provided information about the symptoms of depression to make note of and our contact information to receive statistical data about mental health. We wrote about who we were and what our approach to these projects were. With COVID-19, we weren't able to go out and hand out flyers, but we used online resources, including social media and Zoom, to educate people about mental health.
For our seventh project, we created a Kahoot that would test our peers on if they knew the true statistics of mental health. Due to COVID, we couldn't do this project in person, but showed it to our friends, teachers, family, and peers over Zoom. This Kahoot allowed our audience to realize the reality of mental health and got 25 interactions.
Lastly, for our eighth project, we created a mental health quiz that quizzes others over information and facts about mental health. We had this on our website and other social media platforms to spread awareness towards the realities of mental health. This project received 15 interactions.
Due to the circumstances of COVID and our late registration, our project unfortunately didn't meet the successes we wanted to. But our future plans included being able to reach a larger audience, work with our school's mental health club and administration, work with other organizations to promote mental health awareness, and planned on doing lectures around our school and in our community about normalizing the importance of mental health.
Our project also had to be done virtually, which was an obstacle as some of our projects would have been more of a success if done in person. However, we were still able to get the recognition and interactions of many online, even through COVID and late registration.